conference was Craig Wright, with Richard Hart publicly calling him out on his claims of being Satoshi.
Are you Satoshi?
Yes.
Okay. So you wrote the Satoshi white paper?
Yes.
And you implemented the 1 megabyte block limit?
I put a temporary limit in there after being badgered by Mr. Finney.
Right. So when you had access to the code base and could update the GitHub, and when you had access to your account on Bitcoin Talk, and when you had access to your Satoshin@gmx.com email, when did you decide that you would stop using those and stop having influence over the project, and then side channel appear as a broke guy later with no successful business interests, no Bitcoin tied to his address, no running from the government in Australia from the Australian tax office?
Sorry, I'm not actually running from Australia. I'm in Britain. You know there's extradition laws in Britain to Australia? Sorry, morons who make things up, that's called libel and slander. That's why I've already got a number of people in court, because they're dumb. They have no idea that you can't basically be a public figure in Britain and run from the government.
Right. You're only a public figure because you cosplay as Satoshi, right?
No,
the real Satoshi would still be writing Bitcoin improvement proposals. The real Satoshi would have been there with me fighting against BCH and taking the brand. But you didn't even fork real Bitcoin. You forked a copy of Bitcoin. You made a copy of a copy.
I did not fork Bitcoin. Segwit forked Bitcoin.
Bro, I don't think you can spell Segwit.
You want to say these things and whatever else, and you want to say blah, blah, blah. No. I actually made a deal with Jihan. Jihan actually stabbed us in the back, so that's a different issue.
I was watching you during the hash rate race when you were competing with Kelvin's hash rate from CoinGeek to try and actually take over as the authoritative chain against Bcash.
No, actually, we did not.